What to do if your wife is not affectionate. Hey, I'm Brandon B from theexcellentman.com, giving marriage advice for men that actually works. If your wife isn't being affectionate towards you, it's not just the physical aspect you miss, it's the bond and sense of togetherness you feel. It creates an unspoken void. Of course, as men, you don't want to come across as too needy, as this is putting off for women. So, at the same time, how do you get your wife to show more affection when she doesn't seem to be interested? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what her lack of affection can indicate and also the ways to fix the situation so you're not isolated by yourself. Affection between a couple is like the sprinkling of magic in a relationship. Simple hand holding, a little touch, a cheeky pat, a little kiss. These little gestures are the unspoken ways to convey I love you without words. For it to work, the wife and husband must both display the gestures. If it becomes one-sided, for example, if your wife isn't responding or showing affection to you, then you can feel rejected. On the other hand, if your wife is over affectionate, then you can feel suffocated. Now, are you ready to learn how to get more affection if your wife is not being affectionate towards you? Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. This will help more men and women find out about us and give them a chance to strengthen their marriages too. First off, it's important to distinguish whether your wife being unaffectionate is a long-standing thing or if it's something that's happening more recently. If it's always been that way and your relationship is otherwise good, then it's simply something you can discuss. It may be worth looking into what your love languages are. If you're not familiar with love languages, in a nutshell, Gary Chapman writes that people communicate love in different ways. There are words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, quality time, and physical touch. For example, if your love language is physical touch and your wife's is acts of service, she may do nice things for you to demonstrate her love, but you don't necessarily feel it because you associate love with physical touch. Right, now, assuming both of you had a certain level of affection in the past, but she's become more distant recently, then it could be down to a few things. For example, are there some external factors going on? Think about what she's going through right now. Has she got a lot on her plate? Is her mind preoccupied with her work? Is she worried about the upcoming birthday party or gathering that she has to prepare for? We all deal with things differently. How does she react when she's got a lot on? Does she shut off more or does she have more of a temper? Find out if she's struggling with anything. Spend a minute and imagine what it's like being in her shoes. Talk to her and offer your support and help. Really talk and listen. Not just a, how's it going? But, baby, tell me about how things are for you. I want to know. It's the tone and showing that you're authentically interested in her that will make the difference. The care that you show will go a long way. Just listen. You don't have to fix anything. In fact, try to refrain from fixing things unless that's what she wants you to do. Just be there and it will give her the space to offload. This in turn will allow her the space and capacity to connect with you. The other thing to think about is, how is your relationship? When your wife feels connected to you, she'll be more inclined to show affection. If she's not feeling it, then it's hard for her to be affectionate. In order for her to feel connected, she has to feel your masculinity. Stepping into your masculinity makes her feel relaxed, feels good around you, and it will be hard for her to keep her hands off you. Now, how do you express your masculinity? It's quite simple. Take the lead in more situations. Are you deciding where to go for a dinner or date? Don't leave it up to her. Be decisive and surprise her. Do things need to be fixed around the house? Don't wait around for her to nag you to death. Go and sort it out. Take the lead. Do the kids need help with homework? Well, find out what they need and help them out. Don't leave it all to her. Do tough conversations need to be had with relatives that affect you both? Don't shy away from them. Take charge and do it. Remember, small gestures go a long way in a woman's heart. Compliment her more. Pay more attention to her. Has she had a haircut? Is she wearing a new dress? Remind her of how you appreciate her. When she senses your leadership, when she senses your boldness and direction, it allows her to open up to you, to feel more connected, and then she'll show her affection to you. Okay, now what do you do if there's still no improvement in affection? If you've done all these things and she's still cold towards you, then there may be some deeper rooted issues that are affecting your marriage. Find out what they are. Have a real conversation about it and find out what the issues are. Is she not feeling it anymore? Doesn't she love you anymore? Has she checked out? If so, why so? Get to the root of the issue. Even if you don't have a solution for it, at least you both know what the elephant in the room is, and from there you can figure out a plan. Once you've established and gauged where your marriage is, you can then know if it's something you can resolve by yourself or if it's something that you need more guidance on. If your marriage is lacking affection and you're not sure how to turn it around, my best advice is to read the Marriage Miracle Master Plan report. And it details the 3 steps that husbands must take to turn any struggling marriage around. I tell it like it is, so if you get offended easily, it's not for you. But if you want to know what it takes to be totally irresistible to your wife, I detail it all in the report. Just click on the link in the description to read it. If you found this video useful, please subscribe and hit the like button because it helps more families mend their marriages. Thank you for watching.